Week 1 of Cleveland Browns OTA practices are officially in the books. And with that being said, we have a ton of news, notes, highlights, and observations from this past week, leading us into week 2, which should be getting started in just a few days from now. Now, usually I take the approach of breaking down day by day by day, but just for the people who missed maybe day 1 or day 3, right, I'm going to put it all in one video, just so you guys are kept up to date with everything that happened during week 1 as we prepare for week 2. And don't you guys worry, I got you guys covered for week 2 as well. And then mandatory minicamp is right around the corner. But with that being said, let's get into the video. Real quickly though, comment down below, who do you think is someone on this Browns team that can surprise a lot of people? Whether it's a rookie, a veteran, someone who they just signed during free agency or traded for, like the Jerry Judys, the Jamari Thrashes, a second round year or a second player in, Cedric Tillman, a second year player. I don't know why I'm saying that, but let me know in the comments down below who you're most excited to see and someone who you think can maybe take a big jump up here in 2024 for the Cleveland Browns. Now, with that being said, let's jump into the video. Now, the first thing that we were concerned about was regarding quarterback Deshaun Watson. Obviously, going down with an injury last season, we didn't really know when he was going to be back, right? There was a lot of speculation that, yeah, he should be back for training camp, but it was always in question. When will he return? When will he be back? Well, he's back. He's already back for OTAs, which is an absolute great sign. Now, he is, practicing and then taking a day off, practicing, taking a day off, which is something that is good. Ease him into it, right? The worst thing that could happen is you get that sore shoulder and then practice the next day and then boom, you re-injure it. So I think they're doing a really good job just maintaining Deshaun Watson and making sure he's okay, right? Giving him some rest as when it comes to throwing the football. So definitely good sign for him. And even when he's having these off days, it's not like he's not at practice. He's there, he's taking mental reps. You'll even see him at some point in this video, I think it was day 2, where he was behind all the quarterbacks going through the reads, right? In 7-on-7s, 11-on-11s. Not only would he be there, but he would be going through the progressions, looking where would he throw the ball, right? Obviously not throwing it, but a good sign overall that he is taking those mental reps. Now, they're also, switching a little bit of the offense here. Ken Dorsey, a new offensive coordinator, trying to implement a new strategy, a new scheme here for the Browns going into next season. So not only are, Deshaun Watson and Nick Chubb and all these guys trying to learn a new playbook, they're trying to get healthy, right? So it is going to be a little bit mentally, it's gonna take a little bit of a toll on these guys. So they got to learn a whole new playbook. Definitely excited about that. I think Ken Dorsey's a really good fit in terms of what he can help with Deshaun Watson and whatnot. So very excited to see Ken Dorsey here, and you're already starting to see progression from a lot of these guys, even in the quarterback room as well. Now, there are a couple of guys we're looking forward to seeing hopefully soon, but the biggest question marks regard Jedrick Wills, Jack Conklin, and it is good to see that DeJuan Jones is back at right tackle, so that is good to see. But waiting for some of these other guys to be back at practice. Don't know when that will be, but everyone who's stepping in place of those guys are playing really good football so far, or at least training well. Again, we won't know too much more, and I need you guys to take everything with a grain of salt because no pads, no contact. Once we get going though, that's when we'll learn who is really looking good. Now, as we continue on, there's a lot of injury question marks. Even Nick Chubb and Nyheim Hines don't really know when they'll be back, but they will be back. That's the good thing. That's what we've heard anyway. So also looks like they're improving their red zone defense, right? All right, before we deep dive into how they're trying to improve this defense and which guys are really standing out on the defensive side of the football, I need you guys to do me one more favor. Hit the like button so we can get this video out to more Browns fans, but more importantly, subscribe if you're new. It's free. It doesn't cost a thing. And we're going to be covering the Browns throughout the entirety of the offseason, which includes not only week 2 of OTAs, but week 1 of mandatory minicamp, which is 2 weeks away. And then we got training camp, preseason, regular season, everything you guys need to know. We got you guys covered. Join the family. It's free. It won't hurt. All right. Also, turn on post notifications so you guys can be notified every time we post a Browns video. And with that being said, let's get right back into this new look kind of red zone defense that they're trying to improve and where they ranked last season. Last season, the Browns, were a team that would rarely bend, right? But sometimes they would break in the red zone, and they just want to be better, right? They were in the top of the league in terms of almost everything, right? Yards per game, intercept. They were absolutely insane. Yards allowed per rush. This team was nasty. And when you look at their depth chart, that's exactly what you see, right? Dalvin Tomlinson, Zadarius Smith, Shelby Harris, Myles Garrett. They bring in Mike Hall. You still have Siaki Ika. You have, Maurice Hurst. This team is deep. Mike Hall Jr. they drafted in the second round. And then you got, bring in Devin Bush. Still have the Joker, JOK. I mean, this team is going to be really fun to watch. And I haven't even mentioned their DB room yet, which is absolutely insane. I mean, you look at some of their, best players. It's along that defense. I know there's a lot of question marks regarding, Greg Newsome. Would he get traded in the offseason? No, they picked up his fifth-year option. They're ready to go, and they're ready to run it back with the big three in terms of Martin Emerson, Greg Hall, or Greg Newsome, and Denzel Ward. So definitely excited to see those guys. They're already off to a really good, start to camp. Greg Newsome had several big breakups on day 3. Michael Woods, the second, leaped and high-pointed the ball perfectly to make the catch, but Newsome raked it out. On day 2, he broke up a pass to the fullback. This dude is going to be someone who is not scared to come up, make big-time plays. Then you look at his running mate, and Denzel Ward. He jumped a route. He got an interception on the rookie tight end, Trayton Welch. This dude is just, or this secondary is just really, really scary. And I think the one thing that I've noticed so far is that, they're going to take it 100% in practice and make sure that the opposing side is going to get some good reps in, right? At the end of the day, you need good competition in camp. And that's what they've, gotten so far. Cedric Tillman went out there, made a crazy one-handed grab. That was something you like to see from a pass from Deshaun Watson. So, hey, maybe Cedric Tillman could take a jump up this year. Maybe not, though. Obviously, Amari Cooper, Elijah Moore, Jerry Jeudy is going to be your main 3. But if there is an injury at some point, I think Cedric Tillman will be such a good plug-and-play starter for a couple of weeks if you need him to be. You also have a 3rd-round pick in David Bell, 5th-round pick in Jamari Thrash. Michael Woods, Jalen Darden, James Prochet. I feel like the wide receiver room is actually really, really good. You got to love that. They brought in a quarterback too, Jameis Winston. Right? Whenever we have those days that, Deshaun Watson has to take off or he can't throw, dude, Jameis Winston looks good. I'm telling you, Ken Dorsey knows what he's doing, man. And he's taking the bulk of first-team reps with Watson resting or mostly throwing on air. He's already developing some really good timing, has completed a ton of passes. The 5th-round pick, Jamari Thrash, who has pretty much excelled over the first 3 days of camp. So keep an eye on Jamari Thrash. He's someone that I would really, really be interested in. Had some really good catches over the middle and over the top as well. So keep an eye out for Thrash. We also have another rookie standing out. Nathaniel Watson, man, had a nice little interception in the red zone. Very, very nice play by Nathaniel Watson, a rookie 6th-round linebacker. This dude is already getting a lot of praise from his teammates. I think he picked off a pass from Tyler Huntley, intended for Jerome Ford, ran it back the length of the field. And then, dude, his teammates were loving it, dude. Another Watson here to like. Another Watson who, may not have the biggest role day 1. But when you talk about this linebacker core with JOK and Jordan Hicks and Devin Bush, there might be some opportunity if there's ever an injury or ever, someone who needs a little bit of a break in a game. Nathaniel Watson is a guy who I would not be surprised at all if not only he makes his football team, but he has a nice little contribution from day 1. So I'm definitely excited to see what he can do over the next couple of weeks here as we lead into mandatory minicamp as well. But other than that, we've seen some new guys like Jerry Jeudy working very, very well with the quarterbacks. I mean, any quarterback that's throwing to him, he's doing his thing, right? Sometimes in the NFL, all you need is a change of scenery. And for Jerry Jeudy, a former 1st-round pick, a guy who they thought in Denver could be the next big thing, I still believe that. I still think that is somewhat possible. And maybe a change of scenery, maybe a connection between him and Deshaun Watson could really revitalize his career and take off at the next level, right? So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, turn on post notifications so you're notified every time we post one of these videos. And do me a favor, comment down below, who do you think will be, someone that can break out for the Browns this season? Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.